Once upon a time, nestled amidst the towering skyscrapers of Neo City, lived a young boy named Nick. Unlike the rest of the children in the city, Nick never lost faith in Santa Claus, even though he'd never received a gift from him. One night, while gazing at the star-studded sky from his bedroom window, Nick spotted a strange object streaking across the heavens. It was unlike anything he'd ever seen before, resembling a giant sleigh pulled by 8 magnificent reindeer. But as it drew closer, he noticed something peculiar. Instead of snow, the reindeer were leaping over buildings, narrowly avoiding neon-lit street signs and zipping between holographic billboards advertising the latest gadgets and gizmos. The sight was both exhilarating and bewildering, and young Nick couldn't tear his eyes away. Suddenly, the sleigh veered off course, plummeting towards the ground like a falling star. Nick rushed to the window and gasped as the mysterious object crash-landed in an abandoned warehouse district on the outskirts of the city. Curiosity and concern tugged at him. He wanted to help, but his parents had warned him about venturing out alone at night. He was torn between his desire to help and his obedience to his parents. Meanwhile, at the crash site, a cloaked figure emerged from the wreckage. With trembling hands, he removed his hood, revealing a weary Santa Claus. He was covered in soot, and his usually jolly face was etched with worry. His trusty elves, Jingle and Bell, were by his side, their faces pale with concern. As Santa inspected the damage, his eyes fell on a small control panel embedded in the sleigh's underbelly. "My AI sleigh," he exclaimed, his voice heavy with despair. "It seems the city's electromagnetic interference has affected its navigation system. Without it, I won't be able to navigate the city's complex airspace. Christmas will be ruined." Jingle and Bell exchanged worried glances. They had never let Santa down before. The thought of disappointing all the children of Neo City filled them with dread. At that moment, a small figure emerged from the shadows. It was Nick, who, despite his parents' warnings, couldn't bear the thought of Santa canceling Christmas. He approached them hesitantly. "Santa," he began, his voice barely a whisper. "Can I help?" Santa turned, his eyes widening in surprise. He looked at Nick's earnest face and saw the reflection of his own determination from years past. "You want to help, young one? Are you sure? This is no child's play. The fate of Christmas in Neo City hangs in the balance." Nick's chin trembled slightly, but his eyes never wavered. "I'm sure, Santa. If you need someone to fix your sleigh, I know a good mechanic just a few blocks away. My dad works there." A glimmer of hope sparked in Santa's eyes. "That might just work. Come lead the way, young one," as they made their way through the dark, winding streets. Nick explained how he'd seen the sleigh crash and couldn't bear the idea of Christmas being canceled. Santa smiled, a hint of his usual cheer returning. "Your heart is as big as the star atop my tree, Nick. I knew there was a reason I felt your Christmas spirit from miles away." They arrived at a small workshop, bathed in warm light. A burly man with grease-stained overalls stood at the door. "Dad, this is Santa. Santa, this is my dad, Pop." Pop's eyes widened in disbelief. Santa Claus himself. What an honor. He ushered them inside the workshop, bustling with activity. "We're closed for business," he boomed, "but for Santa Claus, I'll make an exception." He turned to Nick. "You go check on the reindeer, son. Make sure they're comfortable." While Pop tinkered with the AI sleigh, Nick went to the back of the workshop to check on the reindeer. They were magnificent creatures, their fur shimmering with an otherworldly glow, their antlers adorned with intricate patterns of swirling lights. One of the reindeer, a majestic female with eyes like pools of liquid gold, approached Nick, nuzzling his hand with her velvety nose. "It's okay, girl," Nick whispered, stroking her soft fur. "You're safe here." Hours seemed to melt away as Pop worked tirelessly on the sleigh, his face illuminated by the soft glow of holographic displays. Finally, he straightened up, wiping grease-stained hands on a nearby rag. "She's good as new," he announced, gesturing to the sleek, fully operational AI sleigh. "Your sleigh is more advanced than anything I've ever seen." Santa's face broke into a wide grin, his eyes twinkling with mirth. "Indeed, Pop, you've outdone yourself. Thanks to your quick thinking, Christmas in Neo City will be saved." He led the way outside, followed by Pop, Jingle, Bell, and Nick. As the repaired AI sleigh took off into the star-filled sky, Nick waved until it was just a speck of light against the backdrop of the city. The next morning, Nick awoke to the sound of distant cheers and the familiar jingling of bells. He rushed to the window and gasped. In the sky, a fleet of sleek, futuristic sleighs glided effortlessly through the air, each one carrying a team of reindeer and a sack full of presents. The sight was more spectacular than he'd ever imagined. Below, the streets bustled with activity as children and parents alike gathered to witness the spectacle. Some waved excitedly, while others, their eyes filled with wonder, reached out, as if trying to touch the magic in the sky. As he watched, he saw one of the sleighs make a sharp turn and descend towards the nearest rooftop. A moment later, Santa appeared, his cheeks rosy from the cold, a broad smile on his face, held up a small box, his eyes twinkling. "For you, Nick," he said, his voice booming yet gentle, "for helping us save Christmas." Nick's jaw dropped in surprise. He took the box, his hands shaking slightly. Inside, nestled on a bed of velvet, lay a beautiful model spaceship, its wings outstretched, as if ready to soar through the cosmos. "It's beautiful," Nick whispered, his eyes shining with unshed tears. Santa placed a hand on Nick's shoulder. "You were right, Nick. The best gifts aren't things. They're the joy we share, the kindness we give, and the hope we keep alive." And as the sun rose higher in the sky, painting the clouds in hues of gold and crimson, Nick knew that this Christmas would be the most special one yet. The city bustled with life, laughter echoing through the canyons of glass and steel. For in Neo City, Christmas wasn't just a holiday. It was a testament to the enduring spirit of giving, hope, and love.